Hello class, I hope everybody is doing well. I wanted to make a quick video for you to show you how to go into SAM to complete your projects because we're starting Microsoft Word this week, and I wanted to show you how to access your grades in SAM as well and see the reports for each project that you do. So if you scroll down, you'll navigate to week 6 just like you've been doing. You'll find your reading requirements. Your training will be the same as you're used to with the concepts, only now it's going to be focused on Microsoft Word. You have an assignment for this week, which will be a project in Microsoft Word as well, and a weekly discussion board. So if you scroll down, the Word 1 training will open and launch the same way that you're used to. The Word 1 project will look different. You haven't done one of these before. So you open that up. It tells you the title of it at the top, Word 1 project. It shows you here, this is important, the number of submissions allowed is 3 and the submissions you have remaining are 3. So you're actually allowed to submit your project up to 3 times for the best grade possible. So you click start and you'll notice that there will be a file to download with the instructions. Then there will be 2 other starting files that you'll need in order to successfully complete the project. And down here is when you're finished, where you need to upload your file and then submit it, okay? And it shows you here what your file name should be. When you try uploading it, if it's saying there's an error, it's probably because your file name does not match exactly what it needs to, okay? So first let's download the instructions. Make sure that you know where you're going to save them. You can save them all to your OneDrive. Wherever you choose, just make sure that you know where you have them so that you'll be able to open them later, okay? So here are the instructions that you open first. It tells you to open the file available for download from the SAM website, okay? So let's go back in and open the file that it's telling me. Let's save it, putting in the same place. I have a CIS folder. That way I don't lose it and I can locate it later easily. Here's my starting file. Make sure you click on Enable Editing if it has that there. This is the file you're going to be making editing changes to and submitting it later for your final project. It'll also want you to, if you go back to the instructions, now they want you to save the file and put your first and last name and change the 1 to a 2. If you don't change the 1 to a 2, you will not be able to upload it when you're ready to do so. Okay? So I need to change the 1 to a 2. It should have your name in there ready for you. Click Save. Now I'm ready to begin. I see the file name at the top has the 2. Let me go back to my instructions. Depending on the size of your monitor, you could have the instructions side by side with your project, so that way you don't have to keep on clicking back and forth. If you have 2 computers, you can also have one open with the instructions and the other one open with the project. Or you can even print this if you wanted to. It's just a personal preference on how you think it's most efficient to complete it. The next step tells me I will also need to download file and save it. That was the picture that we saw. So if I go back over here, it's the support document. If I click on that, I need to save it. I'm just going to save it to the same place so that I'll be able to find it later. Go back to my instructions, and then it says with this file, the number 2 is still open, ensure that your first and last name is displayed in the footer. Okay, so let's check that. Yep, good to go. And then here are your project steps, okay? So you're going to follow step by step. They're the same tasks that you completed in your training, so everything should seem familiar to you. If you forget how to do anything, you can always launch your training again so that you can refresh your memory on that task and then go back to your project to do it, okay? So I'll be back. I'm just going to complete the project and get a few wrong. That way I can show you how to check your report and fix your submission if you have any wrong. So I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so I've completed my project. I followed all of the instructions on the instruction sheet that I had here, and I checked to make sure it looks the same. So now in my file that I've been working on, I just go to File and Save because I already have the name that I want and I already have it in the place that I want. Okay, so I can close the instructions, I can close my project, and then I'm going to go back in here to Word 1 project. This is where we got our instructions and starting file. I have 3 submissions allowed and 3 remaining because I have not yet submitted it. And I want to go to Browse, and I want to find the project file. Make sure that it's the number 2 because that's the one that you changed the name on and you made all of the changes to. Open it. If you can't see this on your window, check. You probably have a scrolling bar to go down. That's happened to students at times. Click Submit. So it says that it's been submitted. Everything is good to go. Then I go back into Blackboard, go to my SAM grades, open my SAM grades. Here you'll see your calendar. It shows you everything that's on there. If you go to reports, you will see that you have a report ready for project 1 that you just submitted. Click on it. Oh, hold on just a second. It's saying it's not available. Let me make that available so that I can show it to you. Give me just one moment. So now I clicked on report and this screen pops up, so I can click open so I can view my report. And it shows me that I got a 71. You click enable editing just so you can view it better. It says that I got a 71 out of 100. So it will show you exactly what you did wrong. So if you can see here, it tells me number 3, I did not change the paragraph spacing before auditions or after, or the font size and the paragraph. So that's what I need to fix. I also didn't do this, so I can go back in to my file, open. This is the project I was working on, so it's going to open that for me. And as you can see here, I didn't center it. I didn't do a few things so that you can see it on purpose. I didn't bold April 5th. Okay, so that's all you do is you see what you did wrong, you go back to your project and you fix it. Okay, you scroll through. You have to change the web address and the phone number as well. And again, the border. And you can see the final result down here. Okay, so I just fixed one thing right now. I just fixed the bold to save time. I don't want to go through everything. So if I made that change, I made April 5th bold and I saved it again, I can close that out, close out my report, go back into weekly assignments, week 6. You want to make all of your changes though as best you can before submitting. You don't want to waste a submission like I'm about to do. So browse, get that same file again, open. See, I clicked on the wrong one. There we go. If you click on the wrong one, it won't let you do it. Submit. Assignment has been submitted. Go to my SAM grades. Reports. Now you'll notice I have 2. Click on the most recent, open it up. My grade should have increased. It went from a 71 to a 78. So then you can go back through it again and make changes to your project on the other items that you still missed and resubmit it. You can resubmit your assignments up to 3 times to receive the highest grade possible. I highly recommend that you do that because it gives you the best grade that will accumulate towards your final average. Okay, so if anybody has any questions doing what I just showed you in this video, please feel free to contact me, and good luck with Word.